We're back.
Ah!
What are we doing, Zed?
Uh,
We're
ah,
doing a
ah.
video on these mass shulker box storage systems. So yesterday I uploaded a video on this little number right here, which is an area of what, 5 high, 9 wide? Yeah. So 45 blocks. It's pretty solid. It works. Just a quick rundown on exactly what these systems do is it takes a full shulker box, like so, and then when the items get sorted through, they back up into this hopper. Let's speed that up a little bit. Actually, I could just, yeah. And then it destroys the shulker box, locks the hopper so the items never go past that. That makes it tileable. And then it puts the full shulker box into the storage. And then there would be a chest room below, and then you can store a lot of items, about 100,000 items per chest plus hopper combo.
Keep in mind that the hopper on the bottom isn't actually considered inside of the perimeter of the thing itself. It doesn't count in the size
Yeah,
because it's just the output.
yeah, you could have that sideways into a row of chests. So,
Same thing with well, actually,
with all of them,
kind of. Well, same thing with uh
the
the
shulker
chest
box
and the
chests.
yeah those.
These are unnecessary evil. I mean, you're gonna need as many of these as you have storage below, because you're going to be storing shulker boxes full of items. But
Yeah.
let's get on to why we're here. These are no new concepts. So this is just inbuilt tileable, and then here's a compacted version, which I thought was the smallest possible. And then Zed logged on without me and built this final design, which,
Actually, I built both of these.
ooh, of course you did. I
Yeah.
spent a long time trying to compact it and was unsuccessful. But then he shaved off one more block, you can see it there, for a 6x5, 30 blocks total area.
Should
So,
I give the rundown of just how it works, just so it's not
oh, of
completely random?
course. Yeah.
All right. So you got your output coming from the shulker box in this comparator right here, and then when it hits 2 signal strength, it does 2 things. For one, it locks these 2 hoppers over here.
One of
Really,
them.
we just need to lock. No, it locks both, but we only need to lock the top one because the bottom one. Oh no. Yeah, you're right. All right. Um, well,
It locks
something
this hopper.
locks the hopper, and then does some weird stuff with these observers. So what we do here is we are detecting a change on this redstone dust. Should not have done that. Which is going to this observer where I am standing, my head. Um, and then that will be detected by this observer, and then that will be detected by this observer. Then that will power this, and then power these 2 pistons where my head and feet are, and you're not looking at me.
I am in third person.
Oh, alright. And then that will just move it, and then this is a little interesting. So what we did here is we need to make a rising edge monostable. So what we did is we ended up taking the output, which is these 2 pistons firing, and pulling the observer back.
This top
So when,
piston just updates
yeah,
the one below. The
yeah,
dropper
when
here
it
facing down is what's being butted.
exactly. So when this observer gets pulled over, it will, of course, give a 1-tick pulse to this block, which Mr. Beast showed yesterday, or I don't know when he did. Yeah, just says that. And then when it goes back, of course, it's no longer powering the block, so it won't do anything.
And that's it. It's the same thing as before, but wired differently. It's a little bit more costly with the observers, but we discussed this earlier, we're pretty much sacrificing it being cheap for it being small. So
Yeah.
I personally don't think that this could be any smaller. I mean, you could use a different technique, like instead of reading the hopper, try something else. But for one wide, tileable designs like this one here, this is about
hmm
as good as it gets. And there's not going to
There
be a
was
world download
also
or anything
there was
because you can
a
see it right here.
there was a failure over here, which we thought would work, but it didn't. It's smaller than all the other ones we have at a whopping 28 blocks. It is
Ooh,
7x4.
two less.
Yeah, 2 less. But the problem here was when the observer fires where I'm standing, it will of course power this dropper like expected, but
Oh, this was
instead of
my
just powering
design.
this piston, sort of that was exactly what I was thinking. We thought the exact same thing, but
Yeah,
except
this
for that.
only doesn't work if you didn't catch that because this piston powers every time. I can
Yeah.
demonstrate that right here. See, it powers, and even when the dispenser doesn't power, the piston still fires,
Yeah, it's
which
on the rising
basically
and falling.
it creates
We
a
don't want
clock and it breaks itself. It's unfortunate but close. And
that.
I honestly didn't know that this design's only 2 blocks more. That's a little well, I guess if you I didn't count this. Okay. So yeah, that's our explanation of a really, really, really small mass sorting system.
There we go.
This is just a more compacted design of the one I posted yesterday, and that's it. So we're gonna use this for most of our mob farms, if not all of them.
Bulk
For
storage. Yeah.
yeah, I mean you could have a tower of 5 double chests, and with the hoppers behind them, that's 500,000 blocks.
Yeah,
That's
you
just
know, not biggie.
that's great. Yeah, it's just 500,000, no big deal. Just, put
What's
2 of these
perfect?
next to each other, you get 1,000,000 blocks of storage. Oh, that's ridiculous. Can you tell that I'm new to 1.11? Jeez.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you
oh,
you see my comment on
one
your
last
video?
thing. That's not relevant right now. This needs to be
Fine.
timeless. The video can't be dated.
Okay. Okay.
The hoppers up here, you just put a regular store. You put a regular sorting system. So think I don't know if this will update the dropper. Probably not.
What are you
Yeah,
looking
no.
at? Let me see. Let me see what you're doing.
Or you could do like this, and then you'd have a torch on the side to be a regular sorting
No,
system.
that would not update the dropper.
Yeah, so that'd be fine. You put a torch on the side, make your typical sorting system. If you're watching
You
this,
can
I hope you know
do
what that is. So
you can do anything you want up here.
yeah,
Um,
it's really
as
not
long as you're
important.
fine with it being powered. Yeah.
This, if you want a sorter, I
That will not
mean,
work.
it'll
What you're
work
doing there will
perfectly.
not work.
I mean, if you just build this,
Oh,
it'll.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's end it here. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm not
Pumpkin
thinking
shooting
straight.
at us. So yeah, here's one last look at the design. I'll make this the thumbnail so you don't have to click on the video, and that's it. I'm lying. Goodbye.